Hi everyone, welcome back to Paulina's Global Flavors. Thank you to all of my subscribers and for following and liking. I'm just so excited to see all of your comments, but also that you've liked, and I hope that you've created some of my recipes. We're in season 2 and I can't believe we're already on episode 4. For this weekend for dinner, I'm actually going to create a conglomeration of Southeast Asian and South Asian cuisines combined, and just a rich, bountiful of exciting flavors. I'm so excited to get started, and I'm going to take you behind me. I've got a mix of various ingredients. As you can see, there's tons of ingredients there. This weekend's recipe is actually going to be somewhat of a mix of buttered curry chicken. It's going to involve chicken thighs, basmati rice, exotic spices, and just a rich conglomeration of just wonderful flavors. We're going to pull it all together in this beautiful red Tajine, and we're going to roast it, cook it in the oven. The house is going to be filled with wonderful aromas of yumminess, and I can't wait to get started. So let's go behind me and we'll walk through all of the ingredients. So we have the Tajine and then the basmati rice, and I've already washed it and rinsed it, and it's ready to go and to be cooked. And then let's come over here. Of course, you're going to need chicken. And for this recipe, we're going to do chicken thighs. And here is the conglomeration of just more exotic spices. We've got cinnamon stick. If you can't find cinnamon stick, what you can do is get cinnamon powder. So we've got cloves, and you don't need a whole lot because this is just going to be so aromatic. And then I've got roasted, toasted coconut shavings, in which we'll garnish the rice afterwards. And of course, this is green cardamom, beautiful, beautiful scent. We've got some fresh herbs, cilantro, and also Thai basil here. And we've got onions, ginger, and this is spiceless pepper. I think this is called sweet pepper, but anyways, it's spiceless. It's up to you. You can omit or keep or bring in a jalapeno, completely up to you. We need tons of garlic, and of course I've got dried shallots here. You can fry up your own onions, but I already have dried shallots, and so I'm going to use the shallots to garnish over our rice. And of course you'll need yogurt. This is Greek yogurt. And then we've got pine nuts. We also have lemon. And of course my salt and black pepper combo. My husband just bought this at the Indian store. So this is chutney, dried garlic. So I think I'm going to use this tonight, but you can certainly do super hot dried chili pepper or chili pepper flakes, and or paprika, and or your own spice mix, right? So paprika, chili, and garlic. These are optional. You can use or not depending on your level of tolerance for spice. We're going to need bay leaves, of course, my container of beautiful saffron from Egypt, and then stock. This is beef stock, and of course, because we're cooking chicken, it's desired that you use chicken stock, but because I don't have chicken stock and I made beef stock the other night, we're just going to do that. You can dice up tomatoes, or you can buy it in a can, whatever is easy for you. I'm going to do this because it has tomatoes and chilies, and I'm going to like the flavors in with all of this. And then also, of course, the rice. Turmeric powder. I've also got curry powder as well. And this is the brand of coconut that is in here. And then you'll need oil, vegetable or olive oils, up to you. And we're going to use also cream. What we're going to do to bring out the essence, the beautiful scent of saffron, is we're going to take a little bit of it, not a lot, doesn't require a lot. And we've already have a 3/4 cup of warm milk. You can use cream as well. So let's grab a little pinch. I'm going to do about that much. We'll just stick it in there. Ooh. Ooh, that's beautiful. And then we'll just let it soak while we work on the chicken. We're going to start marinating the chicken thighs, and I've got 5 thighs in here, and it's going to require This amount of garlic, I would say this would be an equivalent to 4 large garlic cloves, and we're just going to stick it in our mortar and pestle. And then we'll want to do ginger as well. So I'm just going to take probably, this is a tablespoon worth of ginger, and you can either peel off the skin. We're going to stick it in our mortar and pestle. So there's that. Add some salt and pepper mixture. I am throwing in a total of a teaspoon, and we're just going to mash it. You can either grate the garlic and ginger, or you can mash it in a mortar and pestle. It's up to you, but that's what it looks like. And I'm just going to use my fingers because I've got the gloves. I'm going to stick it in here. Oh, I can smell already. Okay, so there's that. And now we're going to add yogurt. I say for this amount of chicken, 5 thighs, that's probably half a cup to 3/4 of a cup. And because I'm going to make the sauce that we're going to cook the rice in, and we're going to roast in Tajine and stick it in the oven, I'm going to make that sauce a little bit spicy. There's no need for me to add the spicy spice here. I'm just going to do Hungarian paprika. And what East Asian and Southeast Asian and South Asian cuisine would not be complete without the turmeric. So I would say half a teaspoon there of turmeric, a little bit of olive oil. I would say a teaspoon there, curry powder. So I'm going to take about a teaspoon of curry powder. The yogurt is very thick in consistency, and so it masks a lot of the salty, the savory flavor. So I actually am going to do probably half a teaspoon of salt more for that chicken. And then we're just going to mix it up. Ooh, beautiful. This is just gorgeous. Ooh, I like the feel of this on my fingers because I've got gloves to protect my fingers. So we're just gonna massage the yogurt, and the enzymes from the yogurt will help to break down and tenderize the chicken or any meats. And this is why they marinate it with the yogurt. And it just actually gives it a creamy flavor as well. Creamy, tangy flavor. Ooh, I'm so excited. And I would let this marinate minimally 30 minutes. I'm going to do it for maybe an hour. Depending on what I'm doing later on today, it might even be 2 to 3 hours. So this is going to marinate in the refrigerator covered. While the chicken is marinating, this is a perfect time to prepare the rice and also the sauce. We have the water boiling, and so now I'm going to add some spices, very aromatic. We've got the cinnamon stick, part of the cinnamon stick. And again, if you don't have cinnamon stick, you can just, for this portion, it would be maybe a 1/4 teaspoon to possibly half a teaspoon of cinnamon, a bay leaf, 4 cardamom pods, and then of course some cloves. And just go ahead and stick it in there. Going to add our rice. Let that boil and cook to about 70%. And the reason for that is because we're going to dish up the rice with all of this spice essence, and we're going to put it in with our chicken and the tagine, and we're going to roast it and cook it in the oven. Wow, this smells heavenly. Look at that. Beautiful. So it is about 70% all the way cooked, because we want the rice to not be cooked thoroughly, because it's going to go in the tagine with the chicken, and it's going to go into the oven, and that'll be where it cooks out for the remainder of the duration. Before we go on to the stovetop, let's go ahead and cut up some of these vegetables. So one ingredient I forgot to mention is the butter. So we've got 2 tablespoons of butter here. We've got 4 cloves, or we'll just say 3 large cloves because these 2 are pretty small. We'll say about 3 large cloves of garlic, and of course a chunk, a little bit from the cinnamon stick. And then I have 2 cloves, and then bay leaf and 5 cardamom pods. Smells so good. We don't want to overwhelm our sauce with the pepper. I'm just going to do half. And you'll just want to cut just tiny slivers, thin slivers. You can chop it up. And again, you don't have to include the peppers. This is a sweet pepper, so there is no spice to it. It smells like red bell pepper, but it is very sweet. And I may not even use this portion because, again, I don't want to overwhelm my sauce. As a matter of fact, because my husband doesn't like the bell peppery or the large pepper taste, it does overwhelm dishes unless that's what you're going for. So we're just going to do half. We'll just say we're just going to do that much just to give it some sweet peppery essence. And then we're going to cut up the whole onion. Okay, ta-da! The stove is on and I am going to use my favorite cooking tool, the mallet, to just knock some sense into these garlic cloves because I want the essence, the extraction of the garlic taste to come out. And that's all that needs to happen. We're going to put in 1 tablespoon of butter, add a teaspoon of olive oil, add all of these other spices. Oh my gosh, that smells amazing already. We're going to add some pine nuts. So that is probably about 1.5 tablespoons of pine nuts. Now you can add any nuts. You can do pecans. I wouldn't suggest pecans or walnuts, but you can do almonds. You can do cashews and pine nuts that are very, very complementary to this this recipe, I think. Or you don't have to do it at all. Add our onions. Oh my gosh, it smells wonderful. And the peppers. When you combine all these ingredients, just the smell, I want to package it up and put it in a candle. So you'll want to reduce the heat so the nuts, the pine nuts are not burning and it's not burning your onions as well. So I've got it between medium and medium low. And we just want to extract the aromas. Oh my gosh, this just smells heavenly. I'm going to let that cook on medium for 3 to 5 minutes. I want to brown it, almost caramelize it, but not quite. Look at that. It's beautiful. And I will tell you, the house smells like a chai latte coffee house, but savory at the same time, somehow. Okay, at this point, add diced tomatoes and green chili. We'll just dump it in there. 1/2 teaspoon of curry powder. My husband just bought this. We're going to do 1/2 teaspoon. And then we'll take our beef or chicken stock. If you're a vegetarian, you could do vegetable stock. And I would say we're going to do 1 cup. And then that's 1/2 teaspoon of my salt and black pepper mixture. This is perfect. Right, I'm going to turn off the heat. Now this is going to go in the blender and it's going to make this dreamy, yummy, beautiful sauce. I have basically dumped everything in the skillet, the saucepan, into this blender. Ooh, beautiful. Yummy. Oh, it smells wonderful. We have our sauce, our beautiful sauce, and we're going to heat it up. It's basically done, but we're going to add some more yumminess to it. We're going to now add 1 tablespoon of butter. Remember, we had 2 tablespoons, and now we're just going to add 1. And we're just going to mix it. Now we're going to add our cream delicately now. Perfectly balanced. Okay, I'm going to taste this. Wow, that is magical, delicious. I can't wait. We're coming back to the stove top and we're going to add 1 tablespoon of oil. And here is our chicken that has been marinating for now 2.5 hours. Oh my gosh, the smell is divine. Oh, so exciting. Beautiful. I have some black pepper from another dinner, so I'm just going to season it with black pepper. And we're not going to cook this all the way because it's going to go in the tagine and along with the rice, and it's going to be a one meal deal. Oh my gosh, that is looking amazing. I'm going to let that cook on this side for a total of 3 minutes, and then it's going to be probably medium in temperature, so not well done, and then I'm going to transfer it onto the tagine. Let's go ahead and cut up the cilantro for our rice and chicken. There we go. We're going to do a little bit of lemon. Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. And then the chicken, look at this, gorgeous. Ooh, I'm excited. Don't throw this away because we're going to pour this over the rice when we get to there. Here is the rice that's been cooked about 60 to 70% all the way. And I'm leaving the bay leaf that it was cooked in it. And we'll just, cover the chicken with the rice like this. And then we're going to squeeze a little bit of lemon juice over it. I love lemon juice in everything. And then do half of your chopped cilantro, right? And then remember our shallots. We're going to do half of this here. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, that looks good to eat already. And I'm going to do half of the pine nuts. These are not browned or roasted. These are just raw pine nuts. That's about it. Then we're going to take this. See all of this gravy, this juice. I mean, this is just absolutely delicious stuff. And you're just going to lightly pour like that. And then we'll continue to layer with more rice. And then we're going to put the rest of this in here. I'm going to squeeze out the rest of this lemon. You don't have to put lemon in here. And then our saffron milk. The liquid will produce the moisture that will continue to cook the rice. My melted butter. Just going to lightly pour that in a circular motion. And that is pretty much it. This is beautiful. We're going to put the tagine lid on. Okay, here it goes in the oven. Oh my goodness. All right, look at this. Oh my gosh, I am excited. Here we go. It is ready. I can't wait to dish it up and show you. I've dished the chicken and the rice onto a plate. Remember the shavings of coconut and dried and crispy. So we're going to sprinkle this over my rice chicken dinner just for that crunch. And then I have more of the fried shallots for that extra crunch. I also made a cucumber, yogurt, dill salad that I'm going to plate. Oh my gosh, this looks amazing. I am ready to give this a try. Delicious. It is incredible. The amount of flavors in this dish is just absolutely out of this world. I'm going to cut this evening short, so thank you again, and I'll catch you on the next episode.